So it's finally happened. After months of insiders, leaks, and the entire internet arguing about whether the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake even exists, we finally got something official, well, kind of official, even if Ubisoft hasn't said a word yet. This is because PEGI, the official ratings board for video games, have listed Black Flag as Black Flag Resynced on their website, giving it a rating of 18. A shout out to the tweet from the Hidden One and CorkBenYT over on Twitter for bringing this to all of our attentions. And honestly, this feels like the moment where the remake goes from maybe to yeah, this is real and it's coming soon. So here's the thing, PEGI doesn't list games for fun. They don't post mock-ups, they don't accidentally upload fan-made projects. If it hits PEGI, it's because 1. a build exists, 2. a publisher submitted it, 3. someone is preparing for some kind of announcement. It's the same pattern we've seen 100 times before, with AC Nexus, Mirage, and even Odyssey leaking through the ratings board before they were officially revealed. And well, it's the same deal here. So yes, the Black Flag remake is real, officially unofficial, or unofficially official. Whatever phrase you want to use, we're past speculation now. But let's talk about timing, because the PEGI list didn't just appear randomly. It happened right before the Game Awards, which takes place on December 11th. And Ubisoft loves announcing stuff at the Game Awards lately. It gives them the giant stage without having to host their own show. AC Shadow's announcement, some CGI trailers, nostalgia playthroughs, that's prime TGA energy. If the remake was rated now, and if Ubisoft is preparing a marketing push, and if they've been suspiciously quiet all year, then yeah, if I had to put money on it, we're seeing something at the Game Awards this year. Even if it's just a 30-second teaser trailer showing off a ship with some music in the background, this is something they would definitely do. And also the Prince of Persia remake is now not going to TGA, so it leads the way for a Black Flag remake announcement, which honestly I'm extremely excited for. Now that PEGI basically confirmed the project exists though, let's rewind and talk about the other leaks, because some of them are believable and some of them could be straight up made for views. So the likely real leaks are that the game started development in the Singapore studio. It's built on the Skull and Bones tech, which makes sense because naval exploration and the tech to build that is extremely expensive, so why not let the team that built that create it? Also, it was leaked that there's an estimated launch before March 2022, which a lot of insiders and other gaming commentators have commented on, which obviously makes sense because they're gaming commentators. But if it does come out in March 2026, it could be very close. And they've also said that there's going to be more Edward Kenway story content instead of the original modern day, which I'm okay with. The original modern day in Black Flag was a bit rubbish. The first person, faceless, nameless, voiceless character that's never really sat right with me, so I'm good with that going. However, if they were to do more modern day content, maybe it will be in the Animus Hub. If it is, they need to improve it a lot more, because at the moment the Animus Hub storyline is just a bit crap. Now, there's been some other stuff as well talking about leaks, and most of these are probably nonsense. First one being that Ubisoft is making the world 10 times bigger, and I don't believe that's true. Black Flag doesn't need to be bigger, it just needs to be denser, i.e. more islands to visit, more stuff to do on them, that sort of thing. Also, another leak was that Edward is getting a completely rewritten story. No, that definitely won't be happening. AC Black Flag and Edward's story is one of the best out of the entire franchise. The ending, the middle, the beginning, obviously all of the game is incredible, and if they were to change anything, that would be worse than giving Edward a Blackbeard style beard. And of course, another big one is that they're taking the RPG combat and that sort of things and systems and putting them into the game. I don't think that's real. Ubisoft and the developers know how much people love Black Flag, so they wouldn't do anything to tarnish that reputation. And let's be honest, if they were to add RPG elements into Black Flag, it wouldn't make people buy the game. It would make people stay off it and go play the original title, and Ubisoft definitely doesn't want that. So basically, the believable stuff has some consistency, and the clickbait stuff is more to get clicks and views and that sort of thing, which I understand. You know, views are very important. It's just a lot of it is nonsense. But what do I want from a Black Flag remake? What do I think it needs in the game to make it worth purchasing? And honestly, it starts off with the combat. So I want to take the weight and responsiveness of Mirage's combat, but give it to the style of AC4, so cleaner parries, instant counter kills like classic Assassin's Creed, smoother finishes, more polished animations, and fewer Edward hits 3 guys at once like he's made of magnets moment. Not the hack and slash RPG spam system, but also not the wait for the enemy to attack and press the counter button style. Basically Mirage, yes, if Mirage had more of a budget and more naval pirate swagger. Then let's talk about abilities, because they've been a major part of the Assassin's Creed franchise in the recent titles, and honestly, if they were going to add them, let's keep them grounded. No god mode supers, no anime airstrikes, no Valhalla lightning bolts for moding, just realistic but stylish abilities like Shadows' style instant assassination ability, contextual takedowns, drop kicks, mobility tools, maybe rope dart improvements, because Edward isn't a demigod, he's a pirate who's good at stabbing people quietly, and I think we should let him feel like that. And as mentioned previously, if the remake is replacing the old modern day with more Edward content, then I'm completely fine with that. The OG modern day in AC4 was kind of nothing. It was a bit charming, walking around an office, hacking sticky notes, getting yelled at by a hologram, that sort of thing, but if I have to choose between more Edward lore or another first-person office simulator, I'm choosing Edward all the time. That said, if they do tie this into the new Animus Hub storyline from Assassin's Creed Shadows, it needs actual stakes. No more walk around this little environment and find these floating triangles sort of thing. If it's coming back, give it a character we care about, an actual story objective, something that connects Edward to the larger Assassin Templar lore within the modern day, because Black Flag deserves a modern day that matters, and so do us players. So the big question is, what happens next? If this Peggy leak is real, and let's be honest, it is, we're entering announcement season. Now my guess is a TGA trailer in December, full reveal in early 2026, releasing late March to mid 2026. But the big thing is, for the first time in years, we might actually get a full Assassin's Creed experience that's old school, character driven, naval focused, not 200 hours long, and rooted in one of the best protagonists the series has ever had. Black Flag is a special game, right? And if Ubisoft handles this remake with care, not bloat, not RPG stat overload, it could be genuinely great. And hey, if this means I get to hear the Jackdaw sea shanties in 4K, HDR, OLED, all that good stuff, I'm there on day one. So guys and girls, down below, let me know what you think about this in the comments section. Are you excited for this Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake? Let me know down below. Also, let me know what you think they should add to this remake and what you think they should take away. Again, if you guys enjoyed the video, a like would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe for some more Assassin's Creed content. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.